What's up guys, Ruben here with another video. Today we're asking an important question. It is, who do you want to become? See, we all want to be happy. We all want to be successful. We all want to love others well, but how do we make this a reality for our own lives? In this video, I'm going to attempt to answer this question in hopes that I can inspire even just one person to live a better and more fulfilling life. We only get one shot at this thing called life, and let's not waste it. If you think about all the people that you know, you can probably think about someone that truly loves their spouse, seems to wake up each day with love and energy and excitement. And I want to be like that also. And if you can't think about somebody like this, just know that although no one is perfect, these people exist. And if they were able to become who they wanted to be, then you can become that also. So we've got 5 powerful questions today, 5 questions that will help bring clarity to whom you are becoming. And so you ready? Let's get into it. The first question is, do you know who you want to become? Because if you don't, you won't know which direction that you need to be going. And the reality is that when your direction is led by the monotony and random external forces that your unconscious mind experiences day after day, you most likely will not like who you become. And there will be perhaps a moment in your mind in which you decide you no longer can become who you want to be and no longer try anymore. But if you do know which way to start, then you have a direction that you need. You start making decisions in life based on the destination and not the journey. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, it seems that life rewards the difficult feats. And usually it takes a lot of difficult tasks repeatedly done well consistently to become who you want to be. And again, if you are not to have the direction in your life, knowing who you want to become, it would seem foolish to the undecided as to why you push so hard and often do the difficult tasks that are needed to be done. So what do you do if you don't know who you want to become? Well, I guess that the avenue in which this question is answered can look different for many people, but I've got some suggestions and things to look for to help you on this journey. First, I suggest looking to see who is around you that you want to be like. This could be a boss, a friend, a spiritual leader, coworker, or even family. This was the route that I took, and once I identified this person, I tried to understand how they think and what motivates them. If appropriate, try and get time with these people in which you can ask questions and understand them better. The best way to go into these conversations is to just ask questions. People almost always will share when you take the role of the learner. Also, make it clear that you are thankful for their wisdom and knowledge, because you should be. This is extremely valuable to you, so I suggest if you go to dinner, try and pay for it or give back in some way. Even if they are much better off than you financially, you can always just show them that you are thankful for their knowledge, their wisdom. You also have to recognize and realize that you can regularly have exposure to certain individuals online or in person in group settings, but not know them personally. But this can also be very valuable. You can basically sit down with the top minds in the world on YouTube and in books, and it blows my mind that people don't take advantage of this more. And the second way that you can answer the question of who do you want to become is to ask yourself, what is most important in my life? A great question. Surprisingly, this is different for nearly everyone in life. And I'd suggest pursuing what seems important today, which will slowly allow yourself to dial in the root mission of your life. See, the most important thing in life could be a mission, it could be a vision, it could be integrity, freedom, a person, a cause, or whatever, something that you can't stop thinking about. So develop this slowly. You don't have to have the perfect answer right away. Answering this question is a journey in which you should pursue the immediately seemingly important things, and this will eventually get you to the most important things in your life. And it could take several years to find, but continue this journey, because this is what life is all about. And so now to the second question, do you believe that you can become who you want to be? It's an important question. And if you don't believe that you can control your destination in life, then you will not pay attention to the journey in which you are headed. People that don't believe they can control who they become lack extreme responsibility for events and situations that happen to them over their lifetime. This one single belief may be the most important question in this entire video because it changes everything in regards to how you see the world. When you take responsibility for who you are becoming, you will be constantly asking yourself if you're headed in the right direction. And when you do something that is out of character, then you know the responsibility lies with yourself and only with yourself, even if others could have easily been blamed for the situation. If you do believe that you can become who you want to be, then one of two things will happen. Number one, you will take the actions that will propel you in the right direction. You will desire to be around the people that you want to be like, and you'll put in the work to better yourself. Or number two, you'll just accept that you are too lazy, unmotivated to put enough action into who you want to become. Some people are not self-aware enough to realize they are not willing to do what is necessary to allow themselves to become who they want to be. Most revert back to not believing they can control who they want to become as a way to justify their actions. In fact, if you believe that you are too lazy, too unmotivated to become who you want to be, but you do believe that it is a choice and it's up to you, you will likely over time become fed up with that belief and be motivated to change. When you believe that you can choose to become who you want to be, there are three ways that you look at life differently. First, you recognize that you are currently not who you want to be, which leads you to be willing to change and evaluate how effective you are in all that you do. And second, you crave an opportunity to learn because you know that knowledge will lead to better decision making and direction for your life. And third, you take the knowledge and do something with it because you realize that knowledge is one of the big pieces that you are missing in becoming who you want to be. If you learn and never use it and never allow it to change your action, nothing changes. Smart intentions alone are only slightly better than dumb actions, and both will not create positive progress. The second question to ask in the pursuit of becoming someone you like to be on purpose is this: do you know what is holding you back from becoming who you want to be? And this, my friends, is called self-awareness. And self-awareness is key because if you don't know what is broken, then you can't fix it. And right now, I know something that is clearly broken, and it is that you haven't hit the like button yet. But seriously, if you wouldn't mind helping me to push the like button, it makes a huge difference on the channel, help me to grow this channel, interact with more people on a larger scale. So I'm gonna give you a second, hopefully doing that right now. Thank you. If you did it, if you ignore me, well, I can't control that. But let's get back into self-awareness. Without self-awareness, you will be unable to accurately know where you fell and where you need to improve over time. You will intentionally or maybe unintentionally lie to yourself and be satisfied in your actions and results even when they are less than what you'd expect from the person in which you want to become. This will keep you from making consistent progress in life. Without self-awareness, you may also be unable to identify traits and actions in your life that are bringing you into the wrong direction. Everyone has faults and weaknesses holding them back in life, and if you don't think that you do, it is not because you are some incredible human being that is perfect. It is because you are not self-aware. The most successful individuals know their limitations and can address them in an appropriate way and work on them or work around them. And you'll know that you have self-awareness when you can accurately vocalize what weaknesses you have and also what is needed to minimize their effects and grow in these areas of life at the same time. And the fourth question to ask yourself is this: do you compare yourself to the common or the uncommon? In this question, the common people are not bad people, but simply those who are less developed and behind where you currently stand in life. If you were to compare yourself to the common, then you wouldn't have to do any work to look good. And this is a real threat if you are looking to become who you want to be in life. Because if you know the answer to the last three questions, and that you already know who you want to become, you know that you can become that person, and you know what is holding you back, it does you zero good to compare yourself against others to try to make yourself look better than you actually are. Average people compare themselves to slightly below average people. because they want to justify where they are in life and make themselves feel good. And if they do better than the other slightly below average people, they become filled with ego and pride and they remain just slightly better than below average. When you compare yourself to the uncommon, or simply those that are further along, more developed, more experienced than you are, you'll be able to use your self-awareness to gather information and use that knowledge to help propel you further in life. When pride doesn't stand in your way anymore, after recognizing that you are not where you want to be, and that you're not the most amazing, smartest person in the entire world, you can allow these people to raise your standard operating procedure and look for ways that they can improve your life. And in fact, the more that you develop yourself, the more that you will value other intelligent, more experienced people to be around you and to learn from them, because you know that they can help you to become who you want to be in life. And the last question to ask, which will help you become who you want to be, is a test of putting what you know into action. The question is this: can you state a few areas in which you've made progress recently in becoming the person you want to be? If you can, this is great. You're moving in the right direction, most likely creating momentum towards your goal. But if you can't think of a recent example on how you've made progress, then not only are you not headed in the right direction, but you may even be headed in the wrong direction. If you're not moving somewhere you want to go on purpose, then you are becoming only what your unconscious mind, habits, and behaviors are bringing you to be. People become who they don't want to become on accident and without effort. And no one wants to become something negative, but it happens because we don't put in effort into thinking about who we want to become. Negative progress can be made easily and on accident. And on the flip side, becoming who you want to be doesn't happen on accident. You have to be intentional and consistent. That's why you have to be able to state areas and ways that you are making progress. This is the only way that you know that you are headed in the right direction. And unfortunately, it takes a lot of time and consistency, but the payoff is always worth it. And these questions help you to achieve your ultimate goal in becoming someone that you are proud of. I also believe that self-development is also a gift to those around you in many ways, and that you can either provide better for those around you, or you can understand them better, those close to you, and you can encourage, inspire other people. And beyond this, when you become who you want to be, at least are making progress to who you want to be, you become excited to wake up each morning, continue your mission every single day. You often forget what day of the week it is tomorrow because it doesn't matter. That's how much you enjoy each day. You start to value your time because you know that each minute can be used well or it can be wasted. And you hope to use it well every single time. Progress becomes a consistent lifestyle choice, and that progress grows like a snowball going down a hill. One experience that you have to get used to is that when you experience the progress that we've talked about earlier, the energy, excitement, you'll want to give that to other people. But you have to realize that most people are not going to believe or do the 5 questions that we talked about above. So the same strategy that's going to work for you will most likely not be useful for them, and your advice will be unwelcomed, and that's okay. Becoming who you want to be is all about becoming well-rounded and working on all areas of life. You see, we just get one life, so become the person that your younger self will be proud of. You'll have more success and more satisfaction out of life this way. Don't ever give up on your dreams. Don't ever stop believing that you can become someone special because you can. All that is stopping you is a decision with consistently small steps in the right direction. Here's what I want from you. I've been talking this whole video. I want something from you. Please comment below 2 things. First, what do you want to become in life? And second, what is your first step you can take today to start becoming that person? So guys, thanks for watching my video today. I hope it's blessed you, and I hope that you continue on this journey with me and becoming better with each video. And so for now, see you guys.